Alright y'all, so back with another classic convertible for you. I'm gonna just start this video off by telling you this is by far the cleanest Lesabre that we've had. You go back and look at our 1,000 videos, you're not gonna find a Lesabre cleaner than this. So 1975, 350 car, AC equipped, I believe. I'm gonna double check. So clean, we decided to leave the white walls on it. So getting into it, you see it's finishing this beautiful brown color. Obviously it's had a repaint at some point in time, because there's no crazy dents, scratches, or oxidation on it, and it's also not single stage. Looks like it's a base coat, clear coat. So we're gonna move around it. A couple things I'm gonna point out. Again, fender looks great. This trim right here, beautiful because it matches the top. I think that's a super clean detail. They're not all made that way, and normally they deteriorate over time. So I think it's super dope that they did that. Again, paint and body look phenomenal. Mirror looks super clean. The chrome looks nice on it. Nice little touch with the Buick emblems on it. Getting to the rear of the car, again, wheel well trim looks beautiful. And as we come to the rear, no waves, no dents. Looks pretty straight to me. Alright. Checking out the trunk underneath the lights. Again, you guys can see this paint looks beautiful. It's a gorgeous color, very, very solid color combination, and I'll probably get this about an 8.5. Honestly, the only imperfections in it is from, you know, people washing and wiping it down at car shows, things like that. Rear of the vehicle looks good. Trim around the tail lights is intact. Rear bumper looks good. Impact strips are there, and the chrome looks good. We do have a little spot right here that looks like it's going to start peeling off eventually. Almost looks like somebody tried to touch it up with chrome paint. Now looking down the driver's side, again, this rear quarter panel looks good. No dents that I need to point out. Again, I love this beautiful trim piece because it matches the top. Front fender on this side is solid as well. No dents, no creases. And the hood looks to be properly aligned too. A lot of times they'll be raised up right in this area, but they look good. Windshield looks solid. No cracks, no rock chips. Looks pretty good. Now let's come down the trunk. Like I said, the gaps look good. I don't see any paint hitting in the corner. I mean, any corner chips or anything like that. Front of the car looks beautiful. Iconic Lesabre grille. I kind of like the waterfall better than the horizontal, but to each his own. Impact strips in the front are solid. Bumpers nice and straight. Chrome trim rings around the headlights look beautiful. You can go ahead and pop this hood and grab the keys for the trunk. See you getting a little sneak peek of the interior. That's my favorite part of the car, honestly. Alright, 350 car, power brakes, power steering, AC equipped. We'll see if it blows. Everything else appears to be stock underneath. Relatively clean. Still got the hood insulation. You'd think as many as these I open, I'll remember which ones go to the left and which ones go to the right, but clearly not. Trunk is nice and clean. It's just empty. Obviously, the person had sounds hooked up before. We always leave the wire so that it's easy for you to hook them up yourself if so. But otherwise, relatively clean. Nothing really to point out here. Nothing special. Now, let's get to my favorite part. Beautiful interior. Interior's been redone clearly. This kind of gives me vibes of sienna brown, a little bit Tuscan as well. You know, like leather, old school basketball. So beautiful, beautiful color. Seats look great. Obviously they're new, so you won't have any rips or tears or anything like that. Door panels look solid as well. We got power windows. You can see the courtesy lights are on, and there is new carpet in the vehicle as well. Mats look like they're new too. You got a couple stains here and there, obviously from people actually driving in the car, but still look beautiful. And then we got our front passenger seat. Again, I'm gonna tell you, I love it's nice and soft, feels great. Dash is in good condition, it's not warped or anything. We do have a little crack right here in the front, kind of a weird spot. Makes me think that somebody might have hit it with something or dropped something. Normally you see cracks, they go vertical, you know, straight up the dash. But wood paneling looks good. Passenger door panel looks great as well. You see that they did match the lower portion to those seats. So beautiful, beautiful. Let's go ahead and get on to the driver's side. Driver's side seat, nothing to point out there. Again, beautiful. Dash good on this side. Mileage reads 67,000, 658. Pioneer radio. And this door panel is beautiful as well. Nothing that I can really point out. Normal wear and tear. So give me a second, we'll knock out this test. Knock out this test drive in the Lesabre. Hey, see, she fires right up. No issues there. Windows up. Oops, wrong one. The driver window and rear passenger. So all of them go up, no issues there. Let's go ahead. Putting the top up. Got pretty good speed for a scissor. Obviously it's a newer top, so we got new pads and all of that. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. Oops. Alright, I gotta put you down for a second. Alright, there we go. Alright, top lock down. Let's check the radio. Radio works. I got static. Turn that back down. Always check the lighter. Just gonna push it in. Left turn signal, right turn signal, horn. Blower is on, compressor is on. Wipers. Lights are on in the dash and in the car right there. Non-tilt steering wheel. Let's go ahead. Let's see if I can kind of slide through here. Waiting for them to move. You see we got a bunch of cars coming in, going out, so they're getting ready to put everything away. I'm gonna try and skirt through here. This thing is quiet though. Normally the 350. Drive enough cars, you get good at it. So a little bit of a tight spot, but no problem for me. Like I said, this thing definitely, like I said, by far it's the cleanest Lesabre that we've had. If you watched any of my other videos, y'all know I ain't like no super crazy Lesabre fan. This one though, like I said, this will be the one that would sway me. 350 sounds nice and quiet, no crazy issues or anything like that. Steering wheel is nice and tight. We didn't put any wheels on it, we kept it stock. Obviously we can add them for you if that's what you decide. Steering wheel is a little off center, but the alignment is good. She's tracking straight down the street. Brakes feel good, well modulated, not too firm, not too soft. Boy, he looked like he was about to run this stop sign. Speedometer is working, getting up to 30 now. There's one shift, pretty smooth. No crazy wind noise or anything. I got all the windows up and the top up, so about normal what you expect for a convertible. No other squeaks or anything from the belts. I don't hear the windows rattling either, so definitely feels solid. I've already looked under here, so I know that it's nice and clean, but we'll still put it on the rack, of course. Try to make sure we show that. I'm gonna just go ahead and get back there on the rack and give me a saber up on the rack, starting with the rear bumper. Again, bumper looks solid, no crazy dents, impact strips good, everything looks solid. Got a bunch of dirt slash build up under here. It's not rust, it's literally just dirt. To be expected though. Floor pans, frame, everything looks beautiful under here. It's obviously been coated at some point in time. I'm gonna say not recent because it doesn't have any shine to it. But frame looks nice and good. I don't see any rust spots. Tank, no signs of leaks. Shocks have been replaced. I can tell by the hardware. Actually, I can tell by the hardware on this side. Not 100% sure on that side. Maybe they replaced them and used the old hardware. Drum brakes in the rear. Everything looks stock. No issues there. Muffler's been replaced, obviously. Gonna go down the passenger side first. Frame is nice and straight. Again, floors have been coated, so I don't see anything that shows they kind of got over. Actually, this is not coating. This is damn, I can't think of the name of it. Fluid film. It's either fluid film or damn, it's something wool, fluid wool. I can't remember. It's like two popular things though, where they supposedly they stop rust because they stay wet the whole time. I actually attempted to use it on one of my vehicles before, and it looks super clean in the wheel wells, but I hated that it stayed that wet look because I felt like it would attract a lot of dirt. I'm gonna be honest, this is my first time actually seeing it in person. It doesn't look like it's attracting dirt. It's just, again, I'm touching it so you guys can see it in person. This is not like oil or anything. It's the entire undercoat. It's fluid film and something else, but it's one of these for sure. The point of it, again, is to stop corrosion, and it does that by keeping it fluid. So look it up if you don't, believe me or not sure what I'm talking about. But that's exactly what this is. So again, it does look clean. I don't see any weld spots. I don't see any, anywhere that shows some welds might have happened, holes or anything. So makes the car look relatively clean underneath. I'm just not a fan of that wet look personally, because it just looks like it's oil all over the car. But again, it has its benefits, so I guess don't knock it till you try it. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. Again, just came off the test drive, so nothing there. Disc brakes up in the front. All suspension looks stock. These shocks have been replaced. I can tell those aren't stock by the hardware again. Grounds, they did 0 gauge ground, so always like seeing that. Me myself, I am a big proponent of, well, sorry, let me do this bumper first. Front bumper looks good up at the top. Underneath, you do have a couple little cracks, obviously, where they probably ran up on something. So, but that's kind of normal. But back to the wires. Me, myself, I am a big proponent of doing your Big 4 upgrade. If you don't know what that is, it's just changing out all of your main wiring components to 0 gauge. So that includes your negative wire to the battery. Normally from the let's say from the battery to the body. I think that's normally like a 2 gauge. 0 just gives you a better ground. What else? From the engine, from the engine to the chassis, and then from the the battery to the alternator. The fourth one, I believe, is the starter, if I'm not mistaken. I might have it mixed up. I do all my wires 0 gauge. People say it's overkill, but it don't hurt anything, so why wouldn't you do the most that you can? Moving along, again, kept the OG white walls. Tire depth is good. Matching tires, all 4. Underneath, body looks beautiful. Again, paint I don't see any runs, no dents, no rust or bubbling that I can point out. So beautiful body underneath. Rear quarter looked good on both sides. Gonna keep on moving. Like I said, I told you guys at the beginning of the video, this is the cleanest Lesabre we've had, and I still believe. All right, y'all. So, let me wipe this off. It look a little greasy. There we go. All right, got the top up again. Beautiful top, newer top. All the stitching looks good. It's nice and tight. Not even locked down. Oh, I'm sorry, I did lock it down. Nice and tight. Glass looks good. Good seal. Beautiful top. Again, amazing color combination in my opinion. So if you guys are interested in this Lesabre, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, we appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.